I'm Brianna Spell. I'm a Black and Puerto Rican third-year medical student from Temple University, and this is my elevated story. I wanted to be an architect when I was a little kid, but that was because my dad always wanted to be an architect. So I was like, I want to do that. He wanted to do that. And I was such a daddy's girl, and I think that has even influenced my journey in medicine. One of the things that really brought me here was an interest in addiction medicine, and my family's very open about how my dad suffered from substance abuse disorder, and just, I love my dad when I was little. I still love him today, and just knowing that there are people like my father who are good people out there who have this disease and need some intervention or prevention is important to me. So I actually went to college undecided. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and quite honestly, I didn't have too much guidance. My father didn't go to college. My mother completed college when I was much older. So sociology was kind of just a course that I took just because I was undecided, and then decided that was my major. And then of course I took the health course, and I was like, okay, let me switch gears and do this part of it. Sometimes people can forget that our patients are human beings. It's really easy to see them as bodies after a while, but sociology is in every single facet. It's in every single part of the social determinants of health. It's in every single part of making sure that your patient is well. Because medicine is not just in the hospital. It's, are these patients, are they safe at home? Do they have adequate nutrition at home? Do they have access to nutrition? Do they have access to get to the hospital? And these are sometimes things that we can lose sight of when it's medicine. So I'm so grateful for that background. And also grateful that I'm also a dual degree student. So I'm also pursuing my master's in urban bioethics with my MD, which kind of keeps that sociology in the background and lets me to keep that present in my current studies. I think other physicians, other students try to convince you, it's just what you have to do. Like, you just have to take out all these loans. In fact, I was just at an orientation when they were like, oh, it's a $40 tuning fork that you should get. I'm like, I don't have $40. That's not a little bit of money to me. So it is a bit scary. I always knew I wanted to do some sort of graduate education. So I tried to be very smart about the amount of money that I took out in undergrad. And that eased the burden a little bit, but it has been challenging. And there's a lot of things that people don't tell you. So because I did a post-bac program with conditional acceptance, I come to find out you can't really get a scholarship after you've done a program like that through your school, because we're accepted so late in July. So there's a lot of hidden things that you don't know. You think you're doing the right thing, doing a post-bac, and that'll get you into medical school. And then it's like, kind of get a little sneak attack of now you have to pay full tuition. So it has been stressful, and I try to be mindful and make smart decisions, but it is a stressful thing to have to manage. I will say the first few years were very challenging, just being in the books and being also the COVID class. I didn't get much exposure to patients. But I think now, even completing my first rotation, it's the patients. It's that little satisfaction you get relating to someone. I had a patient on my surgical rotation who I was the first person that he had really spoken to. Every time we walked in the room, he's like, yeah, everything's fine. We ended up having a 20-minute conversation, and that felt great to me, that he felt like he could open up to me and air his grievances out a little bit with his care that he'd been receiving. And that's really what keeps me going. When I saw the email, I was so excited because two reasons. The financial burden, like I mentioned, because of the program that I did, I don't have as many scholarship opportunities from my school. So any opportunity is great, and I look for them all the time. And I was really appreciative and grateful for being nominated for this. And also the mentorship aspect of it, I'm really excited about. I've benefited so much for mentorship, whether that's other medical students, whether that's physicians. And I'm excited to be able to have a mentor, be able to be a mentor when I'm in my next year being an ElevateMeD Scholar. And that's really fulfilling to me. So I was super excited. I was in the hospital and I texted my my mom immediately, and she, of course, was all the gifts and all the excitement, all the exclamation points. So it was really exciting for me and my family.